magkakaroon talaga tayo ng problema. Ito na nga itong ngayon eh. As I've tried to do the best I can to address the problem of illegal drugs firmly and without compromise. Yan ang gusto ko lang iiwan dito bago ako aalis. O bago ako alis sa mundong ito. For all of its successes and shortcomings, it was not a perfect one. Maraming mali. Baka may maraming krimen. Alam mo, gusto ko lang iiwan ito sa Pilipino. I would never have any other chance maybe in the future. That for all of the successes and mali o ano, I and I alone take full legal, moral responsibility. Yan ang iniiwan ko sa inyo. I am ready for your questions.
Thank you. So, okay, so I assume, Attorney Panelo, Mr. Belica, no more opening statement?
I have, Your Honor, please.
Sige, can we observe strictly 3 minutes? Yes, go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I, Salvador Panelo, hereby depose state under oath that from July 2016 to October 2021, I was the Chief Presidential Legal Counsel of then President Rodrigo Roa Duterte from October 2018 to April 2020. I also serve as Presidential Spokesperson of FPRRD. As Chief Presidential Legal Counsel, I provided legal advice to FPRRD on various matters and issued statements providing legal support for the actions of FPRRD and its administration. As Presidential Spokesperson, I spoke on behalf of FPRRD on matters of public interest, actions, policies, programs, official duties, and accomplishments of his administration. In connection with the Philippine War on Drugs, which is the subject of the investigation and aid of legislation of the Committee on Accountability of Public Officers and Investigation, or the Blue Ribbon Committee of the Senate of the Republic of the Philippines. I had no participation therein, apart from issuing statements on behalf of or in support of FPRRD or responding to queries from the media on statements from FPRRD on the matter in my capacity as Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson. During my tenure as Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Presidential Spokesperson, and even thereafter, I did not observe or otherwise acquire knowledge of any malfeasance, misfeasance, or nonfeasance in connection with the war on drugs by any government official, including former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Senator and former Special Assistant to the President Christopher Lawrence Bongo, and Senator and former Chief of the Philippine National Police Ronald Bato de la Rosa. Specifically, I did not observe or otherwise acquire knowledge of any reward system for killing of illegal drug personalities, any orders to kill drug lords or to implicate political opponents in the illegal drug trade, or any other illegalities alleged before the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, Public Order and Safety, Human Rights and Public Accounts, or the Quad Committee of the House of Representatives. From my point of view,
Can you wind up, sir?
yes,
Yes.
last paragraph.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
From my point of view, there was nothing illegal with PRRD's war on drugs because it was a legal and necessary response to the country's pervasive and destructive drug problem. PRRD merely complied with his constitutional duty, which is his prime duty, to serve and to protect the people, and his campaign promise and mandate to rid the country of the drug menace.
Salamat po,
Thank
sir.
you, Chair.
Yes. Thank you. At you submitted an affidavit. Mr. Belica, pero keep it within 3 minutes. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am Greco Belica, former Presidential Anti-Corruption Chairman, Commission Chairman, and I am executing this sworn statement to comply with the directive of the Philippine Senate's Authority of Public Officers, an investigation subcommittee in relation to its motu proprio investigation in the aid of legislation on the Philippine War on Illegal Drugs. That President Duterte created the now defunct PACC through Executive Order Number 43, which was signed in October 4, 2017. That the PACC was created under the Office of the President to directly assist the President in investigating and or hearing administrative cases primarily involving graft and corruption against all presidential appointees as defined by Section 5 EO 43, and to perform such other duties as the President may direct. That on January 12, 2018, I was appointed as one of the 4 commissioners of the PACC and 1 chairman. Thereafter, in March 15, 2021, I was appointed as chairman of the PACC following the passing of my predecessor. And I left office at October 8, 2021, when I filed my certificate of candidacy to run in the election. That my previous position and function, as well as jurisdiction of PACC, did not extend to any investigations and operations on illegal drugs, but mainly focus on investigation over alleged graft and corrupt practices by presidential appointees within the executive branch of government. That paragraph A, section 5 of EO 40 define the scopes and jurisdiction of the PACC that states the Commission shall have the power on complaint or motu proprio and concurrency with the Office of the Ombudsman to hear, investigate, receive, gather, and evaluate evidences, intelligence reports, and information in administrative cases against all presidential appointees of the executive branch of government. Occupying the position of Assistant Regional Director or equivalent to the rank higher otherwise classified by salary grade 26 up, including the members of the Governing Board of Instrumentality. That consistent with Section 10 EO 43, complaints and cases filed or extended to PACC relating to possible violation of RA 9165 are immediately referred to PDEA, DOJ, PNP, NBI for proper investigation. That the best of my knowledge and recollection, all illegal drug-related matters outside PACC's jurisdiction were referred to these agencies. That outside from my previous official position in the PACC, the only involvement that I personally had with respect to the anti-illegal drug campaign of the government, before and after President Duterte is in my personal capacity as a minister of the gospel and founding chairman of the Yeshua Change Agents Organization.
Sige, I will let you finish the paragraph. Sige, just
Yeah,
continue
finish
po
na po.
doon hanggang top.
Through the YC, I have helped and continue to help in the demand reduction program of the government by helping in the prevention campaign of those at risk of illegal drug use, as well as the rehabilitation and recovering of former drug dependents.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I have a copy of your affidavit then. Salamat po. Thank you. So now we will now commence with our questioning by the senators. Upon the request of Senator Bato de la Rosa, is there a Colonel Grijaldo here? Colonel Grijaldo, upo po kayo dito kasama namin. Wala. Senator De La Rosa will be the one to introduce him maybe when he asks questions too, directed to Colonel Grijaldo. Okay, pursuant to our guidelines, we will now commence the questioning. We will have to start with our Senate officers. So I now recognize Senator Jinggoy Estrada. You have 10 minutes, sir. 10 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Some questions addressed to the former president. Mr. President, kanina pa ho kayo tingin ng tingin sa amin. Lagi kayo tumitingin sa kanan. Hindi ho kayo tumitingin sa kaliwa. Nagpapansinan na ba ho kayo ni Senator De Lima?
Wala maganda dyan, dito lang.
Anyway,
Mr. Chair.
to be serious, on a
Yes,
serious
Mr.
note,
Chair,
I think,
I beg
Senator
the
Jinggoy,
SP Pro
Senator
Tempore to lead us in setting the tone that this is not a laughing matter.
I'm
Yes,
not,
Salamat, Mr. Chair.
I was not joking.
I was just, para ma-lighten lang yung mood, Mr. Chair.
I
Anyway,
was-
on a serious note,
Yes, okay.
Mr.
Continue.
President, how do you assess the campaign against illegal drugs during your time, Mr. President? Do you consider it as a success, Mr. President?
Mr. Senator, it is a continuing problem for the country and for the entire world. The drug problem is a very serious and pernicious, virulent ailment that the country is facing. Panahon ko and the previous presidents, yung panahon ko, hindi siguro ninyo nagustuhan, not you, yung the entire country, I am addressing the entire country. Baka hindi ninyo nagustuhan. But yun ang style ko. Sinabi ko nga, I tried to do the best that I could. Eh kung nagkulang ako, pasensya. Pero ang solusyon during my time was a call of duty of the president. Ako yun. Kasi ako yung presidente sa panahon ko. At hindi po ako nagkulang, Mr. Senator. Nag-warning ako lahat narinig ng Pilipinas. Huminto kayo sa droga. Bitawan ninyo, drop it. Kasi magkakaproblema talaga tayo. Pag nakita tayo sa isang kanto at hawak mo ang droga, problema na talaga yan. So, yun na, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema. May patayan. But it was not a state-sponsored killing. There was never an official order to the police and the military and to the agents of government to kill. Andyan si Senator De La Rosa. Wala akong sinabi na ganon kasi abogado ako. Ang sinabi ko, yung sinabi ko nung nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy, that in your fulfillment of duty, yung elements of self-defense would apply to you pag you are trying to arrest a person. Alam mo, ang trabaho ng pulis kasi, pag sinabi mong aarestuhin kita, hindi hinto dyan. The police must arrest and overcome the resistance para madala mo yung kriminal doon sa istasyon at mabok mo para makulong. Yan ang problema at naawa ako sa mga pulis. Hindi mo masabi, bitawan mo yung baril at pag hindi sumunod, sabihin lang ng pulis, o sige, bukas makita tayo dito, huwag ka nang magdala ng baril. Hindi yun ang tinuro ko sa kanila. Nagtuturo ako sa Police Academy. Yan, lahat yan sila dumaan sa akin.